1041, and we're just enjoying Old Home Week here with my buddy Mitch Cochran, Mitchell Cochran, and I'm going to read it off the trophy. He's the Jack C. Smith Award in honor of Mr. Smith, presented to an outstanding individual dedicated to running the best store in town. Of course, it's from Food City. Mitchell, good morning. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you, and we're also joined by our friend J.C. Casey. How are you, J.C.?
I'm great. Standing next to the best store manager.
Look at this. So is that what this is? Tell me about the award before we talk to Mitchell.
So every year, Food City has a Jack C. Smith Award of the
Get you all
best.
closer there, J.C. on the mic.
Every year, Food City has an award that they hand out to the store manager of the year. They call it the Jack C. Smith Award, which is Steve's father's name. And one, lucky Food City store manager gets that award every year, and they get to have this great trophy in their store. They get to keep it forever. I have been so blessed to work with two Food City store managers of the year. So I worked for Mitchell probably 9 years ago, and also Rusty Rollins. He received one a little while back, probably 7 years ago. So
why did J.C. why did Mitch deserve this? Why does he deserve this honor, in your opinion?
There are a lot of qualifications that the company may use, but the one that I use is he is invested in the community and invested in his associates. Like I said, I worked for Mitchell 9 years ago, and there's been countless numbers of times that I've just sat down in his office just to chat. I shop at Mitch's store every week. I was just in there last night, actually, at 8 p.m. He knows his customers. He knows his people. My children know Mr. Mitch. There's been several times that we went in there and they've got treats from Mr. Mitch. So today, actually, when I was coming in, my daughter Stella asked me what I was going to do, and she was like, we were looking over his PowerPoint because he has a retirement party tomorrow, and she said, "Oh, I know that man." And I was like, "Yes, you do know that man."
Well, Mitch, how does this make you feel, bud?
Hey, it makes me feel great. And like JC says, when the kids say, "Are we going to Mitch's Food City or whatever?" You've made it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's great.
That association with you personally. How long have you been in the grocery business?
52 years.
52 years, and she mentioned it, a retirement party tomorrow. I saw that with the news release. As you look back over 52 years, what stands out to you? What comes to mind over your career?
Well, there's a lot of things. Technology, people, and luckily I've been in the same store for over 30 years. So, I've been there through thick and thin with a lot of the customers. I've got a lot of seasoned employees been with me during that time, and it's good. And I was asked one time, well, what revolutionized the grocery industry? Well, people would have thought it would have been, when we quit pricing things and we went to scanning items. But for me, and it may sound kind of weird, but it was the microwave.
Yeah, oh, really? Tell me, why the microwave?
Well, it changed how people bought food. It changed how the industry packaged food. And and I never will forget the first time I seen the microwave. My father-in-law worked at Whirlpool at the time and Magic Shelf, and he brought one home because he got to test it. And, put that styrofoam cup in there and that water heated and that cup didn't melt. Hey, that was something.
That was a big deal. We're joined by Mitchell Cochran, who is with Food City, of course, the Jack C. Smith Award. And the Smith family, of course, Food City is obviously a big, big corporation, but it's a family business at its core. And so you think about Steve's dad, Jack, and you think about the Smith family. That's got to be special that it's the Jack Smith Award, isn't it?
Oh, it's real special, and through the Smith family, they gave me the opportunity, to be a part of the community, and just like JC is here, and it's a close family type atmosphere when they visit your store. Mr. Smith, he loves to Steve. He likes to buy groceries when he comes in, and a lot of the customers will say, "Hey, that's the guy on TV in the commercial."
Is he any good?
So
Oh, he's the best.
he's good.
Well,
On air, the best bagger ever.
yeah, I was
Steve
going to
Smith.
say. Yeah, of course you're going to say that. You ain't retiring tomorrow. Of course you're saying that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, I just think, of course, you mentioned my grandparents off the air here. I mean, you go way back with so many generations of people for 52 years. But I think about your community efforts and talk about that for a second. You know, the different organizations and the different basically charitable endeavors you've done over the years.
Well, I've been associated with the Cleveland YMCA for 20 years.
That's what I was thinking of.
Or longer. And some of the local churches and local schools. I went to Valley View Elementary last week for a function they had, and actually that day was my birthday, so they celebrated it at the school, which was special. And then this past Monday, I went to Mayfield Elementary. So, and I've worked with the Make-A-Wish Foundation over the years, and the Junior Achievement, which they'll have a bowling tournament coming up this month.
Yep.
And so, like I said, through Food City, they gave me that opportunity.
Well, JC, I want to go over to you just one more time. Anything you want to add here about Mitch?
Well, we're sure going to miss him.
Yeah.
I know that I'm going to miss him. The many talks that we've sat down and had in the office, or, things like this where I can just say, hey, Mitch, come on, come tag along. We're going to go do a radio segment. I was just asking him out there when was the last time that he done one.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even remember. It had been such a long time, but, we're sure going to miss him. And I don't think he's getting out too soon. His last day is not tomorrow. Don't let him fool you.
Oh, it's not tomorrow. Okay.
No, but his party is tomorrow.
What are you going to do? I mean, have you thought about that? You've been doing the same thing all these years.
No, not really. One of the older customers told me last week, says, you're going to travel? And I says, well, I've been doing this all my life. I probably will. He said, no, you're going to travel. And I said, yeah, I'd like to. And he says, no, you're going to travel. He says, I went to the doctor 4 times this week. My wife's going to the eye doctor next week. I said, so that's what you mean I'm going to travel, right? So, yeah, and it's all good.
Mitchell Cochran, who won the just a really prestigious honor, the Jack C. Smith Award, in honor of Mr. Smith, presented again to an outstanding individual dedicated to running the best store in town, as Food City says. Thank you very much for coming. And there is a picture. This is actually if you're watching us on mixtv.tv right now, there you see the presentation, and we had thousands upon thousands of people see this picture, Mitchell. Hundreds and hundreds of great comments, and what a president. Well deserved, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, JC. Good to see you.
Thank you.
It is Food City, where they say value every day. Well, that's going to do it for us here this morning.